Ta-da! Hi, and welcome to the Only Next channel. We're Allie and John, and we talk about games, art, comics, and on occasion, our travel adventures. Today, we're sharing footage from our unboxing of Mothership, a tabletop sci-fi horror RPG created by Tuesday Night Games.
The Mothership Deluxe set by Tuesday Night Games.
What do we have here? The Mothership Deluxe set contains everything you need to start playing today. Survival guide, manual, toolkit, contact reports, another book, and pound of flesh.
I think this is the GM screen. It's for the Game Master, which looks very cool.
There's stuff on the back.
So they can read and get information, stats around
Oh yeah,
how to play. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. You kind of have everything here.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Then we've got the giant poster that was listed. Try to be careful. You want to help? Oh, go this way.
One of the ships.
Well, I don't really know exactly what I'm looking at yet.
Yeah, I don't know. Looks like there's some travel costs.
Meal cost.
Meal, yep. So some type of, maybe you have to like maintain your ship in terms of how to
The
prepare.
blueprint.
Mm-hmm. What's in the back? Is that a,
Oh, cool. Could almost frame this as a poster.
that's cool. Very pretty.
All right, we got the cardstock that we get to punch out
Mm-hmm.
a bunch of different characters.
All right. And then there's a companion
Oh, nice. I
app.
do appreciate
Fujifilm.
when they do that.
And then all of the, gosh, look at all of these.
Wow, so many books. Cool. Dang.
So yeah,
Sci-fi horror RPG. Should we open up?
yeah,
one?
please. I love the art on the front. It looks so cool.
Yeah, that's-
So this is the player's guide.
Wow.
How to make your
I
character.
feel like we have to read
Oh yeah.
quite a bit.
This is the instruction manual, right?
Our eyes are gonna glaze over before we even start playing the game, John. Look at this.
Has information on
Whoa, that's cool.
it. We love firearms, weapons.
Wow.
What looks cool? That thing looks insane, that pulse rifle.
Yeah.
Is that a flame? Laser cutter.
Nice.
Very cool.
Cool.
What else is in here? Is that like
Oh.
violent encounters? Mm-hmm.
I like this
Dude,
artwork.
that art is
That's
insane.
freaking
A
awesome.
dude ripping in half and it's becoming teeth.
That's freaky deaky.
That has some examples. Okay.
Oh, I like this little scribble.
Do you know what I love about this? It reminded me of like all the old like graphic design zines and music zines you get at like
Yeah.
some of like music shops or art stores.
Look at this. Like he's getting pierced by
Yeah, so you can do that
a
adjacent,
tentacle.
close, long. Okay.
Extreme range. I do love these little quick doodles.
Oxygen and radiation levels that you have to maintain, medical care.
Yeah, wow. This is very alien.
Yep. Something bursting out of the.
Yeah. Wow. Cool.
I like the examples of play that they have that kind of helps you think about how to put this together.
Yeah, we have a lot of reading to do before we
Yeah.
get started. Oh my gosh, I love how the art style for this.
It looks amazing.
Cool. All right, want to grab the next one? Or?
It looks like there's something. Oh, yeah. Oh, and there's a little quick thing at the back.
Oh, yeah.
How to play, just like a little quick sheet. Oh, here we go.
I'll flip it this way. So that way we can-
Let's take a look here. So yeah, character sheets. And you just roll the die to
And
get the
then
stats.
The app also has.
Mhm.
Okay, cool.
And there's, you can be a Marine, an android, a scientist, or a teamster. Those are like 4 classes.
Nice.
Beautiful.
Look at this.
Oh, I know. Looks
Cover.
beautiful. Okay, so this is a Warden's operation manual. This guy just getting ripped in half. People get ripped in half in this game a lot. I like it. I like how it uses this D100 system to create spontaneous events that can happen, like
So D100 being you have a dice with
2 10s.
2 10s. Okay.
Yep. Similar to like Kingdom Death does for their hunt events.
Yeah, the first one is the first digit, and then after that.
Yep, and we have a prepare your first session page, which again I really like because we've never run a campaign or run a game before. Like there's just a ton of info on each page. That looks wild. And you can choose the starting scenario too. Cool.
So, does a warden need to read all of this before they start the game?
You would want to have an understanding of the basic rules,
Okay.
right?
But you have this to refer back to in the middle of the game if you're not sure.
Ooh, I like
my
this.
gosh.
So find the horror. Prep your horror. Act 1 is the transgression. Someone knowingly or unknowingly awakens the horror from its slumber. Act 2, the omens. The horror heralds its arrival through signs and signals. Act 3, the manifestation. The horror reveals its true form to the players. Act 4, banishment. The players race against the clock to fight back and attempt to destroy the horror. And Act 5, the slumber. The horror relents. For now.
This is so reminiscent of Alien to me, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
the ending is slumber. It's like it just relents for now.
Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah, the influences are here, right? Things like The Thing or Alien, obviously, or maybe Event Horizon, that kind of space cosmic horror. I think that, this is definitely not a game where you have long campaigns. This is a game where players probably die relatively often in very horrible ways.
Yeah.
Which makes it cool. You don't have to worry about running 100 session campaign, right? You can do a, one or a few
What's the
sessions.
win condition? Because we have so many different players. He has that. There's so many different characters. Like, do you get to control all of them or one?
No, they're just people that help you imagine and who you can be or what you're fighting.
Okay. I was curious, like, is it like one person has to survive or like
That could be a win condition, yeah. So these first few books are like the toolkit, and then the other books are like the narrative stories that you can run.
Cool.
But this is teaching you how to set up a story.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the art is amazing. I love how you go from this guy accidentally getting squirted on by this little centipede to fully transforming into this absolute nightmare by the end of it.
Yeah.
It's like stupid scientists. It's like in alien movies. And why is everyone so stupid in those movies? Because it's like,
They're not stupid.
I'm gonna take my helmet off and poke at it. Or I'm gonna stick my head in this alien egg and see what happens. Like, it's mistakes that you feel like...
It's feeling comfortable and confident, so it makes you do things that you normally shouldn't do. It's curiosity.
Curiosity.
Oh, what's that shiny thing? Let me touch it, right?
Mhm.
And then it's wanting of risk, willing to take risk for reward.
Yeah.
Right? Like if these people are adventurers and they want a reward, what might they do?
Yeah.
Take a risk. Something to survive.
So they call this, now that you have a situation, you've created a situation with horror, you need obstacles for your players to overcome. We call this survive, solve, or save. Again, I like that framing. They kind of break things down really easily about, all right, you have to solve a horror, survive a horror rather, solve a mystery, or save somebody, right? Like really basic storytelling frameworks that you can create hooks around. I like that.
Wow.
How to create interesting puzzles. Again, I like these tables that you can use, roll a die on and get something interesting that's happening.
No, planning for failure. I think that means failure is likely to happen.
Yep. You have allies and enemies.
Look at this guy with a teddy bear. Face.
I like this kind of grid system used for
Powerful.
NPCs.
Like there's a matrix of powerless to powerful and then unhelpful to helpful.
Yeah. So powerful and helpful would be like a benefactor, maybe giving you money or giving you support.
Look, powerless but helpful is a drinking buddy.
Yeah, right? Or the traitor, right? Or the gatekeeper, someone that's like preventing you from doing something. Again, really great frameworks for thinking through how to draw a map. We like maps.
We do.
We had the National Geographic like almanac map growing up, and it was huge, like hundreds of pages thick. It had every state, every country, multiple cities. And growing up, I would literally just look at the maps for hours a day sometimes.
Well, we got some maps here.
How to tie it together.
Lots of blueprints, lots of maps. Oh, this is so cool. It's like a pattern overlay.
It's using manga a lot. But usually, how they do it is you would ink, right? And you actually get sheets of it, and you cut it out, and you stick it onto the paper, and then when you scan it, you get this.
Cool.
At least traditionally. Yeah, so again, information on teaching the game.
The checklist for being a warden. So you need a companion notebook, extra dice. Do we have extra? We have lots of dice. Pen and paper, module. These must be the modules. And the players' survival guide.
Safety instructions. I'm assuming there's like a session 0, like what are you comfortable, other topics that you shouldn't talk about, or not talk about, but you need to be careful of with that particular group. Etiquette, how the game works, right? You describe a situation, you answer the players' questions, you wait for them to make a decision, you set the stakes of the conflict, wait for them to commit, and resolve the action. I really like things like this to help you kind of think about where you're at in this kind of collaborative storytelling, this conversation, and where to go. It's super helpful. Yeah, it's like even storytelling, right? Time and tension. Cool, this is awesome. We also have a section on player agency and decision making. I think is really cool. How to resolve the actions and interpret failure. You probably fail a lot.
House rules.
House rules. Kingdom death, we do it all the time.
A lot of house rules.
Violent encounters, I love that. Ships in space and running investigations. So yeah, really everything that you need to kind of beautiful art. Yeah, incredible. How to build your campaign. All different types of characters that you could come across.
So one thing that we really like is the different types of art that we've seen here. So we have manga type art, which is very delicate in terms of line weight here. And then we also talked about like something like this, which is very detailed, lots of stippling.
Yeah.
And where was the one that you pointed out before, which was like really loose, like
That was the cover.
marker? Oh yeah, that one. There's one I'm thinking of, but I can't find it now.
Is this?
No, that one yes. Oh, I do want to talk about that one, but there was one more in here. Which I can't seem to find it. Maybe it was in the player survival guide, but it's like a thick marker weight sketch, very loose. And this is like a pin, pen sketchy sort of style. But yeah, there's so many different art styles here.
Yeah, I love them. I think it helps really kind of make these books feel more alive. Yeah.
So creating a starting area and mapping your jump cluster, which I don't know what that means yet. I'm guessing.
I think a jump cluster is if you're in your spaceship, you can kind of go from
one area to another.
One area of the solar system to another, yeah.
Cool. Corporate power? What is that? When running the company, it's helpful to assume it has functionally unlimited resources. I suppose so.
Yeah.
And factions. Gotta have a faction, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, how much should a job pay?
Wow, yeah. Down to like salary, finding a job. Wow. Oh, look at this one, getting rich.
Yeah.
Is this a how-to guide on getting rich?
That'd be nice.
Oh my gosh. Oh, we gotta start with debt.
How much does it cost to retire? That's the one that we need right there.
Oh yeah, we need this for in real life. Oh, look at this. It's okay to retire for now. Mm-hmm. Oh, this is the kind of line work I was thinking about. Yeah. So the very thick marker sketches. It's really cool. Alternating difficulty, we may have to do that. And then it also brings up house rules under that section. Cool. And this is cute. Ending your like a note from, I'm guessing, our creators, Sean and Alan. Cool.
Cool. I love that.
All right.
Books is the Shipbreaker's Toolkit. I believe this is all about your ship that you fly around on. Yep. The ship's manifest and how to maintain its stats and repair, upgrade your ship, how to manage the crew and fuel, weapons. That's great. What kind of classes of ship they have. They have shuttlecraft or, light military, commercial classes.
Whoa.
Drop ships to get around on the planet.
That's the Cybertruck.
It is the Cybertruck. I'll take this over the Cybertruck, no question. Well, I really like the ship design is very utilitarian. Mm-hmm. It clearly function over form for a lot of these.
Are these different models that they're calling out, like the Socto versus, what was this one called?
Yeah, I'm assuming it's an executive transport. Yeah, different classes.
The Ava? Oh, Ava Industrial. Is this a company or is this a model?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep, Socto Systems.
Valcor. Oh, wow.
Freighter.
Lots of...
Trollcraft. Something a little bit smaller. A salvage cutter, right? If you want to run a salvaging crew and going around and find derelict ships that you can cut apart.
And then sell the parts or reuse the parts.
Mm-hmm. Very cool.
Nice. That's super awesome.
How to deal with space travel. Range. Oh, yeah. This person's calling for help while this giant thing is feasting upon one of the crew members.
That is
Horrifying.
yes, very distressing.
Ship-to-ship combat, that's cool. That's probably pretty rare in this game, I would imagine, but cool. And again, more examples of play, and we get some of the...
Which you'll probably use the app for, right?
Yeah, I haven't looked at the app and seen what it has to offer. But...
I guess we could print it out.
Cool.
Oh, spec sheet for all of the ships that we just saw, right?
Yep. And then we have the Unconfirmed Contact Reports book. I love that art again.
Yeah, these could be posters of their own. Someone contact the creators to just do a poster of that. That'd be cool, right? Ooh. This is the first color we've seen. Remember how you said this kind of reminds you of like old school zines? Whoa. The body politic.
So yeah, these are the different monsters, right? So this belladonna, it has a damage and health, poison, stats.
Is that what?
So each books are a new horror that you could come across, which is cool. And it tells you a little about it, right? So it has 4 wings tipped with razor sharp talons, flat back and smooth and angular, can see in the dark, right? So it gives you an idea of what this thing is about.
I do not want anything that can see in the dark after me.
That's cool.
Yeah, wow. Well, that is horrifying, that image. I don't know. It says more. That means mother.
This one. So yeah, this is kind of how they do some of the bumps and the things that go bump in the night here, right? Demons and I don't know what Dorian is, but I love this. I love how they all have very different art style. Oh, the engineer, like this guy is creepy, right?
Yeah.
Like you just know this guy is something's not right. Just the thin nose, the way they did the art with like thin features and really thin lips.
Unhappy. Like he looks unhappy, like he may want to inflict unhappiness on others.
The engineers work as a wandering ship's engineer, killing others and taking their identities in space. There are thousands like him.
What? Some engineers are.
That's a lie.
Please not in our name, no.
None are like him. He waits, blood full of stimulants, whilst falling into hypersleep. He crawls out, reborn in the empty, an idealized birth for the avenging angel. He then opens the airlock. Yeah, creepy, right? Like, that's gorgeous. That's cool. I don't want to come across Granny. Like, that is not a great thing.
No.
These are so cool. I love this.
Wow.
And then
index of all the different monsters with their stats. It's like the cheat sheet.
Very cool.
And
then 5 quick horrors. These templates provide baseline stats for different types of enemies. Combined with your description and the player's imaginations, these provide enough information into how you can develop your horror later. Cool.
Nice.
Beautiful. And then the Deluxe edition also comes with a few...
1, 2, 3, 4?
Yeah, these are narrative stories here, right? That you can run throughout multiple sessions.
The first one we have is another bug hunt.
Another bug hunt, yeah.
Is this about bugs?
Bugs, aliens, I'm assuming, maybe. And this is the introductory adventure for the for Mothership.
Nice.
Yep. There's Dead Planet, a violent incursion into the land of the living.
Wow. Is there anything on the back there?
Yeah. We can look at it later, but yeah, this table.
Okay.
What's in the back here? Oh yeah, more tables. So we can flip through some of these just very quickly.
No spoilers.
No spoilers. How to use how to use any module, and then just a whole bunch of information. That's awesome. A pound of flesh.
Wow.
I think.
This drawing style is very fun. Look at that.
What's this one? Oh, this is a space station, I think. Yeah.
The art direction across all of these little booklets is just fantastic. Don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like very memorable. Whoa.
These are cool. Wow. I mean, just incredible. So yeah, this is basically a giant space station with everything that is inside of it.
Oh my gosh. I think I really like this cover.
Yeah.
This makes me think of like the old school like computer PC design magazines. The gradient descent. All right, should we?
Yeah, it's in this one.
Well, I don't want to look too much because.
Oh, I see.
Warden notes a key.
I think it's it's a map.
Oh, I think you're right. It's
Yep.
a production facility. Not look too much, but how to use this module.
Yep. I like that they have these, things to think about, how to incorporate it into your game, or how to think about running it.
All right, how this book works.
Cool.
Well, I won't go too much in, so that way.
Yeah. And then we have another book. I think maybe look at this one a little more. Excuse me. A timeline of events and what's going on, so it helps you contextualize things. And then there's different scenarios. And I think, yeah, it starts telling you about like what's going on in this map. Oh, very cool. Oh, you have the reactor. I don't want to peek too much, but they have traits. Looks like you
Yeah,
can roll
I'll just
something.
mention this is not the easiest to read in terms of accessibility, but
Yeah,
very cool.
Style over
yeah,
that.
style over
But the books
accessibility.
seem well organized. There are a lot.
Yeah.
And I think what else is in here?
So
So we have some containment.
what's in there? Anything?
Nothing.
So what? Oh wait, we got stuff in here. We've got dice in this one. And
Oh, this is for the dice box, maybe?
oh, these are for the characters. These are the
The
little
stands.
Yep.
So I got some die.
This is fun though. It says warning. Warden containment system.
I like the little. It has like, there's like a magnet here.
Oh yeah, that's very nice.
Mm-hmm.
A nice little touch. Cool. So that's everything.
Yeah, that is really well done. And I know if you go to the website, when I was on there, people submit their own books and narrative stuff. So there's additional like fan created content that is good enough that it gets approved, and they sell it on the shop, so you can go.
It's like an add-on. It's like a mini expansion.
Exactly. Like there was one that was like written by a lawyer, and it's all legal contracts for you as a company and you and your crew, like having to, sign these documents to go do a specific mission. But yeah, very cool.
All right. Well, there it is.
Yeah.
Anything on the back?
Nope, just what's inside.
Cool.
Beautiful. Excited to play this, excited to try it. Excited to put us into some grisly situations with our friends and
Yeah.
perfect.
All right.
Yeah, awesome.
If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and leave a comment. Thanks so much for tuning in and see you next time. Ta-da!